And this is my starter for sourdough bread. At the starter, 200 grams, about 200 grams to this wet dough, which was mixed last night. The mixing of flour and water is called autolyse. That helps flour to better absorb water. And I fed the starter last night, and right now it's ready to put in. I should do a flow test, but have done so many times right now, so I know it's ready. About 200 grams into 1 kilogram flour, and water is 800 grams. So that's the ratio. And I'm just gonna mix it up. This is a natural leaven made from a starter, fed freshly with flour and water, and let it sit for about 8 to 10 hours in my basement. And now we're mixing in the leaven and salt and coriander and raisins. It is mixed pretty well. Now I'm just going to do a turn. The purpose of that is to develop the strength of gluten. I'll stretch it and fold. This step is really important to develop the strength of gluten in order to keep the country loaf in good form. Otherwise, it will collapse. I do that every 30 minutes or to an hour. And basically, this is the process, the phase of bulk fermentation. Right now it's winter, so it would, in my basement, it's pretty cold, so it would last about the whole day. Normally, if it's warm, it should take 3 to 4 hours, but I tend to let it develop a little bit longer. I don't really time it, I observe it to see if it has risen to the volume that I want. Now I'm baking bread. Preheat the oven to 500 degrees with the combo cooker in, and then took one out, which is this, and put the sourdough in and sift with rice flour. Now I'm gonna score it with this. It's back in and close it. Temperature turn to 450 Fahrenheit and set the timer for 20 minutes. After that, the bread should grow very big. And then after it, we'll remove the lid and bake for another 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna remove the lid. It's always the moment that you can see if the bread is turning out well. It's the time to check if the bread is fermented well enough. I think it's fine, but it's not the best. I think it's overly fermented. I hope it's good. Bread is ready. I don't think it's the best. Somehow it's got flatter, but it should be good. Right now it sounds very hard, but it's just because it's just baked. After maybe 5 minutes, it should be really crispy. Look at that. Well, I think it's good. Good enough. Bread. Let me do another one.